you doing? Nah, don't get scared now. I be laughing so hard my stomach hurts. Welcome to Larry's World, mother truckers. Yeah, something going on with my phone, y'all. I apologize about that. How we doing today, people? Can you dig it? Yeah. Welcome to this beautiful, I don't know what today's day is, but Thursday, May the 28th, 2026. Guys, let's thank God to be in the mix and let's rejoice and be glad in it. I'm having some problems with my phone. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't know. Phone be acting crazy. I don't know what the deal is. Older phone, the area I'm in, it could be all that good stuff. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to make this phone call to the man upstairs. I want y'all to stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't get scared now. Nah, don't get scared now. Larry's World, baby. Hope y'all having a great and marvelous day. I better go ahead and get this topic off. I'm about to make this phone call to the man upstairs. I want y'all to stay tuned. And I'm repping them Carolina Panthers, baby. Gotta represent them boys. Yeah. Going to make this phone call, see what he wants Marlon to talk about. 1-800 Jesus. Jesus, what's going on, baby? Jesus, you are the best. That's what we're going to talk to him about. My God, it's a good topic. Gonna step on some toes. Okay, we're going to go on and talk about it, Jesus. Okay, thank you, sir. Peace. Yep. YouTube family, y'all give me a second, man. How we doing today, y'all? Today's topic, y'all, is going to be this generation, may be technology smart, but that's it. I'm going to say the topic again. This generation, may be technology smart, but that's it. Larry, why do you say that? I don't mean to bust on y'all bubble, man. This not everybody in this generation. This damn Gen Z generation. Some of y'all jokers make me sick, man. Y'all may have the gadgets, the technology, but see, I grew up in the 90s. My era, we didn't have the technology and stuff. Like I said, it's really dumbing people down, man. Y'all know how to work all these gadgets and stuff, but when it comes to like basic common sense, generation don't have it. You know, I'm not trying to knock y'all bubble. Most people don't know how to read in cursive. Anybody born after like 95, 96, and it's not y'all fault. Y'all don't have the material, but the thing is, the problem I have with this generation is they have so much more than us, but they still don't utilize it. That's the problem I have. When I was a kid, we had to go to look up stuff in the dictionary. We had to go to the library. We had to go to the public library. The public library, man. Times don't change. Time is changing, man. So much technology and it's dumbing people down. That's not good. It's not good to have this much technology and just constantly dumbing ourselves down. Like I said, when I was a kid, we had to look stuff up in the newspaper. If I want to find a movie or the sports and all that, I had to look it up in the newspaper. Yes, I get it. You got toddlers and stuff that can work tablets better than you. But they don't have most of them don't have no basic knowledge of how the world is supposed to be ran. They can't tell fakery. It's sad. This generation can't tell fakery. I mean, I want to say it's their fault and kind of not their fault. It's mostly the parents' faults because we're giving them these iPhones, we're giving them the latest gadgets, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But we got to teach kids, we need to teach kids, man, to like put their phone down. Like teach them to put their phone down and see how they can react. I grew up in the era, man, in the generation where you had to interact with people. These phones now got people not wanting to interact, got people not wanting to socialize, all that stuff. What's going on, Brando? The Petrio, what's going on, George? What's going on, George? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day, man. Thank you for tuning in here and rocking with me today, man. I'm repping them Carolina Panthers, baby. Repping them Carolina Panthers. Today, man, we talking about this generation, man. They may be more smarter than us technology-wise, but street smarts, they just don't have it, man. They don't have it. And for some reason, they don't have it. what am I trying to say? They don't really have it, man, and they wouldn't make it. This generation wouldn't make it in my generation. To be honest with you, my generation, I'm a millennial, I wouldn't make it in the Great Depression era. Hell, they had it worse than we did. Cars was just getting made. They had to walk everywhere. They had to walk everywhere. I wouldn't make it in my grandmother's generation. I would have made it in the Gen X generation. That's anybody born from what, 1970, 1964 to no, 1965 to about 79. I would have made it in that generation. But the generation before that, I don't think I would have been able to make it. I don't think I would have been able to make it. What's going on with you, HOF, man? Today we just talking about the different generations, man, how hard they had it, man. We just talking about, man, this generation now, man, they may be street smart. I mean, I'm sorry, they may be technology smart, but they don't really have the common sense, man. You know what I'm saying, that the older generations have. And I know why that is. It's because of social media. It's because of these phones, these gadgets. It's got people now, man, like not knowing how to do anything, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, some of the older people too. They got people just lazy, man. You got DoorDash, you got Uber Eats, you got people now, man, that don't even want to socialize. They don't even want to go out in the real world, man. That's bad. That's bad. And you wonder why AI thinking about taking your job. Yeah. 90s great, 2000, the same era, too disrespectful. 90s era, great, the era, too disrespectful. Well, yeah, see, I grew up in the 80s, man. I was born in 88 and grew up in the 90s. OG Kick SC, what's going on with you? Let's talk about this thing, y'all. What y'all think about this right here? These different generations, man. What generation are you? What millennial? What generation are you? That's what I want to know. What generation are you? I'm a millennial. I was born in 1988. I am a millennial. I can gladly say that, man. I witnessed a lot of my generation. I witnessed Biggie Smalls getting shot. I witnessed Tupac getting shot. I witnessed some great history in the era I grew up in. You know what I mean? Skyfly, what's going on with you? I want to know what generation y'all from. I got it. People knocking on my door trying to test me. If I bounce them like a bouncer, they'll arrest me for protecting what's mine. That's why I can't respect the law who is exploiting everyone. That's it. And I understand that, man. It's kind of hard to respect the law, man, when they doing stuff they ain't got no business doing, man. You know, some people, man, they feel like they're above the law. What people got to understand, if the police get to go to jail too. Yeah, the police can go to jail too, man. Hey, don't get it twisted. But I really do feel sorry for the generation that's coming up next, man. These damn alpha generation. The Gen Z, Gen Z and the alpha generation. I feel sorry for any generation born after the Gen Z. Gen Z generation is pretty screwed too. My generation, not too bad, because by the time technology really started coming on the scene, man, I probably was about 22, 23, so I was already an adult. The first smartphone came out in 2010. I was about 22 years old. So I still kind of remember the good old days. I still can remember sitting in the restaurant, being in Wendy's, and somebody behind me was smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm still old enough to remember, I'm old enough to remember where you could smoke in the clubs and stuff, man. Like now, it's just, I don't know, man. These generations just coming up are in trouble, man. I'm just trying to say, what are they going to be able to remember? I was born in 1984. Okay, you were born in 84. Okay, so I was born in 88. So, what do you think about our generation, man, the millennial? What do you think about the millennial generation? What do you think about our generation, man? We the generation, man, we kind of grew up. Hey, Larry, I'm going to hop off for the day. Hope you have a good day. Okay, you too, man, F5P. Thank you for tuning in with me today. See, my generation, man, we kind of grew up I grew up in I grew up in the 80s and 90s, but I was stuck in the era between the 8-track, CD player, DVR, VCR, DVDs to iPhones. So I kind of seen it all, man. But the generations is coming up next. They not gonna really have nothing that's antique. I mean, I guess eventually 30, 40 years from now, everything that we looking at now will be antique. But man, they not gonna really have nothing to talk about. What they gonna say? Back in my day, gas was $4.10. They ain't gonna have nothing to compare to. I just don't. I mean, I feel bad, man. And then you got babies having babies. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they know how to work all these gadgets. They can work a phone better than me. A 3-year-old can work a phone better than me. But the problem I have with the young generation, like I said, they just don't have the street smarts. You know, they dumb as a box of rocks. And I'm saying that because they don't want to learn. And what baffles me is everything is right in front of them at hand, and they don't want to utilize what they have. But we had less. My generation and the generations before, we had less and knew how to operate better. I don't understand. We had less and did more with what we had. These generations now feel like they're entitled. I don't understand, man. Well, we were taught to resist this government based on the old constitutional government. I guess it was a trick. If I was born in China or England, this tech civilization wouldn't have been the same. Probably so. Well, yeah, I agree with that. You say so the old system taught us to resist this one because we knew, we kind of, like, I never thought technology would come this far, man. You couldn't have told me when I was 10, 12 years old that technology and stuff was going to become the way it is now. Hey, Larry, before I go, hey, Larry, before I go to you, want me send some money. Hey, Larry, before I go to you, you want me to send you some money? Or you going to send me some money? What are you talking about? I'm not understanding. And even if you wanted to send some money, I don't have Cash App set up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, whatever. What are you talking about? But that's it, man. Like I said, we actually saw the world, man. Now when you go out to the parks and stuff, with all this technology and stuff, man, people don't even like to embrace being outside. People don't even like to embrace going outside. Nobody believe in walking their dog, going to the park, picnics. Going outside, man, don't even feel real. Everything feels artificial, man. The food don't taste the same. Sports is not the same. Nothing is the same no more, man. This technology, to be honest with you, it is watered down society. It is watered down society. Really has. But we can get back to the good times. We really could. If everybody just put their phones down for a minute. I'm not talking about if you educating yourself, like if you on here and you rock with me and you watching my content, that's educational. It ain't nothing wrong with a little entertainment from time to time again. But the problem is this new generation, they just so used to watching everybody online blow up. They think that's the way to do it. Like, smoking weed, drinking, sagging. They feel like that's the only way that they can be popular, man. And I'm telling you, it's more than one way to be popular, man. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to blow up online. But it's about what way we're going about doing it. People want to tote guns and have drugs, selling toe picks and stuff like that. That's the problem I see, man. We got to do better. And us, as the older generation, the elders to this younger generation, we have to do a better job of showing this generation and teaching them the way. Most time, y'all, our generation, the generations before, we give in to this generation. Quit spoiling these damn kids. Make their ass get a job. You got to make them get a job. You got to make them get a job, man. Okay. We gotta make them get a job. This generation don't know how to work for nothing. Man, I had my first job at 16 years old, man, at Bojangles, man. Like, so I'm 38 years old. Back in 2004, I wasn't making but $6.25 an hour. But like I said, I really do feel sorry for this generation because everything costs so much, man. And this generation is put in a bad situation because they don't know, this generation is not going to know what a 40-hour work week look like. because you can't make it off a 40-hour work week. Like I talked about yesterday, you can't make it off a 40-hour work week. You have to work an 80-hour work week to make it. So when I see older adult kids standing home with their parents, I don't really see nothing wrong with it, because it's hard out there. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's very hard. And the only way you're going to make it is, like I said, you can't make it just working 40 hours. You're going to have to work at least 80 hours. You got to double everything. Everything is double. The cheeseburger that was once $2, now it's $4. And the cost of living is staying the same. It's staying the same. It's bad, man. Like I said, y'all, we need to start investing. We need to start teaching the younger generation how to invest their money, how to put their money back for a rainy day. We got to learn too, y'all. This generation is coming up. We got to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. I get we've all been young before. I've been young before. I did a lot of silly stuff. Blew my money on silly stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. If I had made wiser decisions back then, I'd be better off now. But that's the past. The past is the past. It is what it is. It's just I feel bad because it's just like I don't think it's gonna be no more big mamas, no more big papas. Them days are over with, man. Like what are they gonna teach the generation that's coming up right behind them? What are they gonna teach them? No more holding the door open for nobody, pulling the chair out for a lady. Like what are they gonna be able to do? You forgot about working at the okay. Yep. But yeah, man, I don't know what they're gonna teach them. Because the problem I see is we putting a gadget in front of them and we're letting government teach them everything. We letting the teachers teach them everything. When my kids was young, I used to teach them how to count money. I taught them how to count. I taught them how to tell time. Now parents and stuff, they not teaching the kids that. They just putting the phone right in front of them and letting the phone teach them. And then you wonder why these kids are looking up stuff that they shouldn't be looking up. It don't make sense. I don't understand. They supposed to be doing their timetables when they looking at Megan Thee Stallion shaking her head. Come on, man. Come on, we gotta use this technology for what it's supposed to be used for. We gotta do better. They don't know what the real Indians were. What did it say? Thank you, OG Kick SZ, man. Get this clown up off of here talking crazy. They don't know what, because in real life, man, these people that get on here and talk junk, they know in real life, I'd bust their ass. But luckily, God is with me. See, a lot of these people that get on here, man, they don't want to smoke. They get behind a little keyboard and they talk junk. They talk junk behind a keyboard. In real life, they be shaking it in their boots. That's all they do. A joker probably at home, 50, 40 years old, still staying home with mom and daddy. Sucking on breast milk. Yeah. Jokers ain't got to pop the piss in or winner to throw it out of and get on here talking junk. Probably the one I'm talking about playing video games. Now shut the hell up. Appreciate that, OG Kick SZ. OG Kick SZ, I got a question for you. How old are you, bro? They don't know that the real Indians were here before the white man. You say they were here before the white man. I didn't know that. I don't know. I don't really know the answer to that. I guess they was. You said they were here before the white man, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. 47? Okay, you 47, so you older than I am. So you came up in, see, I'm 38. So you are a Gen X. Am I saying it right? You are Gen X. So if you 47, that means you had to be born in about 79, somewhere around in there. Nah, that's the BS our people are saying. I don't know. I guess I don't know nothing about the Indians that was here before the white people. I don't know nothing about that, big dog. I don't know nothing about it. So your generation y'all had it even worse than us. When I say y'all had it worse, I'm talking about y'all didn't have no cell phones. Y'all had pages. Y'all had to go to the pay phone. We had cell phones, but we had the flip phones. We had a flip phone, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm not careful, man, sometimes I get lazy. Cause I used to be to the point, man, I used to be one of the best spellers, man. With the damn technology on the phone, I'd forget how to spell simple stuff. Oh, it's because of the technology. Yeah. But it'll be all right, though. We have to hold our people accountable for their delusions. I'm black and proud, but we got to do better in our community. You're absolutely correct about that. We have to do much better. Not just us in general, man. We got to do better in general, man. Like, so many people, man, are just taken over by technology. Like, when you go to China, when you look in China and stuff, they teaching their kids right now how to run a business. You know what I'm saying? The foreigners, and I don't have nothing against nobody, but the foreigners, man, they coming over here and they taking over. And they get along better. I don't have a problem with nobody. I love everybody the same. But see, when I see the foreigners and like the Chinese people and the blacks and whites, we seem like we kind of lost a little bit. We so used to these iPhones, and I mean, we just messed up. We got to start teaching our kids, man. We got to teach our kids how to survive without these phones. I can survive without a phone, man. Like, you need phones for everything now, so it's almost kind of hard to survive without it. Because, like I said, I can't pick up a shift on my job unless I have an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So some things you need a phone for, but I wish sometimes, man, I be kind of hoping like if the technology go down for one way, man, how could people survive? I don't even think people could survive without technology, bro. I mean, we can, but people are going to panic mode. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I panic when I lose my phone. I'm like, where's my phone? I need my phone. I might have been the last era, man, that knew how to write in cursive. You know, the era after me, man, I got, like I said, I'm a millennial. We learned how to write in cursive. The generations now, they don't even know how to write in cursive. They don't even teach cursive no more. My kids didn't even know how to learn how. My kids are Gen X's, no, Gen Z's. One of my daughters was born in 2005. One was born in 2003. So they didn't know none of this stuff. I had to teach them that. And it's not their fault because the teachers don't teach them that. Like, we had to learn how to write checks. I had to learn how to do all that, write a check, all that, man. Proper grammar, pronouns, all that. This generation now, they don't know nothing about pronouns and pronouncing words and none of that, man, because of the phone. The phone is ruining society. It really is. It's ruining society, man. We got to get back to the good old days, man. Take away these phones. I just want to see how people would act, man, if we didn't have phones. That's why a lot of people don't even know how to socialize now because of these phones, man. Is it fine? I'll send you some money. I wish you could, man, but I don't have Cash App, bro. I don't have the app for it. I don't have the app for it, bro. If I had the Cash App, I would tell you to send it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Y'all just being on here, man, is enough for me, man. Just get on here and watch my content, watch my videos. Watch my videos, man. That'll be enough for me, bro. I don't need a whole lot. If somebody want to bless me once I get my Cash App, you more than happy. But I'm not the type that's gonna get on here and ask for money. If you want to donate, you can. You know, once I get the Cash App. But I'm not money hungry, man. You know what I mean? You say you sick of your phone. I'm not gonna say I'm sick of it because you need, like, now, man. They making it now where they know we can't survive without these phones. They know that. They know it. 43 million studios. What's going on with you, man? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day, man. Today we just talking about this generation now may be technology smart. They may be technology smart. You see what I'm saying? But they don't really have the smarts up here. Basic stuff. You know, like I had to get on one of my siblings about, gas money. The individual didn't even know. I said, why when I take you to work, you don't offer me gas money? Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to offer you gas money. You know you wasn't raised like that. You know you got to offer me some gas money. It's just like they don't have the basic common sense. You know, it's just like, if you ride with somebody, you should know you're supposed to give them gas money. Especially if you know you wasn't raised like that. You know you wasn't raised like that. You see what I'm saying? It'd be like basic stuff, like they don't know how to look both ways when crossing the street. They walking with headphones in and wonder why they be getting busted upside their head. I don't understand. That's more about manners than intelligence. Manners, yeah, I get that too, but intelligence, a lot of people don't have. They don't have the intelligence or the mannerism. They don't have intelligence. Most time people don't want the intelligence because most people don't really want to learn because, like I said, they're looking for the phone to teach them everything. I think it's more about mannerism and intelligence. They don't have mannerism or intelligence. They don't believe in saying thank you. When I see somebody, an older person that need to sit down, we'll talk about it. Let's talk about mannerism versus intelligence. Intelligence is like what I just said as far as not knowing how to write in cursive and stuff like that. They can learn how to write in cursive even if they're not taught. But school systems are not teaching them, so how can we expect them to want to do something the school system not teaching them? If the school system and the parents is not pushing that on them, these kids aren't going to want to do that. You see what I'm saying? They say offensive jokes to strangers can't read the room because they think everything the internet. That's it. They can't read the room. That's it. It's getting good now. They can't read the room. And see, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of hard for anybody to read the room, man. If you don't have a gift of discernment with Jesus Christ, it's kind of hard to read anything. If you're constantly blasting your music, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but if you're constantly listening to music and always got to be loud and always got to be smoking weed, most people think that make you more alert. Smoking weed and stuff. I used to smoke weed. To me, that make me overthink, man. I like to have a clear mind. When I'm at work, I see a lot of people with headphones and stuff on. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But I can't think straight, man. When I listen to music, I think better, man, when I just in my zone. I don't need no headphones. I just want to think. You know what I mean? But it ain't even just the younger generation. I see people walking around with headphones and stuff on at work. I want to be able to hear what's going on. If I'm jamming, listening to my music or whatever, I'm not going to be aware of what's going on. That's why I don't believe in having all these fancy technology devices and all that. If I want to get on my phone, I wait till I go on break. I'm not listening to music, none of that. I'm not doing it. That's just me though. They don't even teach kids how to read analog clocks anymore. That's it. When I was a kid, man, I had to learn how to tell time. It was mandatory. You know, we had digital clocks. We had the little alarm clock. But I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't have a smartwatch. So if I didn't learn how to tell time, man, until I was like 9 years old. I'm not going to lie. I learned how to tell time at 9. My teacher made me learn how to tell time. I ain't going to lie. My teacher put me in a room with a bunch of first graders. And she said, look, and I was in 4th grade. I'm not embarrassed to tell you. She said, if you learn how to tell time, I'll buy you some ice cream. And I learned how to tell time because I wanted that ice cream. So teachers now, they don't know how to kind of bribe kids. I'm not talking about bribe them to do something bad. See, teachers back then, man, when I grew up in the 90s and stuff, they actually pushed you to learn. Sometimes you got to push kids to learn. Sometimes you got to do that. My brother, people smoking weed aren't the loud ones. The ones smoking weed are just chilling. Sometimes, man. Sometimes weed make you dumb, though, bro. Like, some people, man, if you, like, to me, man, ain't nothing wrong with smoking your bud and your weed. Do what you got to do. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but some people don't need to smoke weed because some people are already stupid. And then they smoking weed till they make them smarter. No, it don't. It make you forget a lot of stuff. It'll make you smarter. Some people talk about they pass tests more smoking weed. To each his own. Sometimes weed make you chill. Sometimes it depends on the person. But I don't think a lazy person, man, should be smoking weed if they already lazy. That's just gonna make them lazier. It ain't gonna make them more intelligent. It's gonna make them act even stupider. That's not a word. Even dumber. You see what I'm saying? When you know better, you do better. You're supposed to. But unfortunately, the world we live in, people act like they don't have no brains. People be so much into their phone, man. I see jokers walking across the street. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They walk across the street, they're not paying attention. My grandmother, man, my grandmother's 87 years old. She don't even want, but what I see with the older generation, man, they are afraid of technology. The older generation is afraid of technology. My 87-year-old grandmother, we tried to get her a phone. She said, I don't want no cell phone. I said, Grandma, what if you stranded out in the middle of the wilderness? What you gonna do? I don't know what she gonna do. She ain't got no iPhone. She don't want to operate a phone. My grandmother, 87, and still have a house phone. Hey, Grandma, you need a phone. Oh, you out in the wilderness, you getting strangled and choked. Oh, you dying. Ain't nobody gonna be able to find you. Where am I find you at? So that generation, man, my grandmother's generation was the Great Depression era. So they don't believe in technology. They feel like technology is evil. They feel like they don't want to be tracked. I get it, but to a certain degree, that era, that generation is so stubborn that they're afraid of technology. They're afraid of it. My grandmother don't want nothing to do with the phone. My grandmother still go to the bank. She'll go to the teller. She don't believe in doing transactions over the phone. That's a good thing and a bad thing. I get it. It's kind of a gift and a curse because technology and stuff, man, these credit cards and stuff with these chips on it, it's a way to track us down. But it is convenient because if I could just send somebody some money or cash out them, it's much easier than physically driving to somebody's house. But at the same time, you got a bunch of scammers out there. So you gotta be real careful of this one right here, man. You gotta be real careful of this here. You gotta be real careful of this here though. Like I said, I kind of do miss the good old days, but I'm kind of glad technology it's a good thing, really. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you can't really trust nobody like that. You don't want to just go up to people and get somebody money because they could be setting you up. They could be setting you up to blow your brains out. You see what I'm saying? Freeze! I'm going to blow your brains out. You sending them money, but then they can scam you. You see what I'm saying? People can scam you. I'm to the point now. I'm scared to leave my phone down because somebody can take your phone, y'all, and they can put your phone beside yours like this. They can take their phone and put it beside yours, and they can get all your information. So that's the times we're living in now. We're living in this digital era. So we screwed either way. You can't really go and give nobody money because you might get robbed. But you try to send them money, they can rob you online. It's bad out here, man. I'm in the age as you. I'm in the age as you. Our grandparents didn't care about technology, but people our parents' age do. But people our parents' age do. I see them on their phones almost as much as kids. That's it. I do. I see them on the phone just as much as kids. That's because they're distracted too. They're distracted. You know, they get distracted, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it ain't just the younger generation. You're right. I see a lot of people, man, from all age groups, 60, 55, 52. But if I see like an 80-year-old, 75-year-old, no, they don't be on their phone like that. They still know how to socialize. They still know what the good old days is like. And I think the reason why that is because they didn't have all that. Like my era, we jacked up too. I'm a millennial. I was born in 88. Like I said, I came in that era where technology was just coming on the rise. Yes, you had computers and stuff like that, but hi, you look well. I'm doing great today, man. I feel good. I hope you are well. I'm doing well, man. I love soda forever. I like that name, man. I'm doing great, man. Today we just talking about, man, this generation, man, they have the technology, but they don't really have the street smarts, man. They can tell you how to work all the latest gadgets, but when you tell them about real life stuff, basic common sense, they don't have it. And I don't really feel bad for them because they don't want to have it. And then it could be the background they came from. Oftentimes, y'all, it's how people were raised. You know, you can have somebody can be my age and still don't have the intelligence of a 2-year-old because they don't want to have it. Oh, they don't want it. You can't save everybody. That's something else I had to learn. Some people technology is going to be the death of a lot of people, man. It's going to be the death of a lot of people. But anyway, y'all, I want to get on here and drop this short video. Like I said, I just want to get on here and talk about the difference between these different eras, man. And how the people back in the old days, they didn't have no choice. But I feel like, too, let me say this right quick. I feel like people did stick together more back in the day because they didn't have the technology. And they didn't have all the distractions, so they were able to stick together more. That's why people, the baby boomer generation and the Great Depression generation, they stuck together more because they had to. You wanted something from somebody, you had to physically go get it. Now you got an iPhone that can do everything. You ain't even got to leave your house. It's sad, man. I wish we will get back to the old days, but I know it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You know, because a lot of people are scared. Nah, don't get scared. Nah, they're scared to go out in public. They are scared. They are afraid. They are afraid they're gonna get robbed. They are afraid they're gonna get mugged. But I can't really tell that they're afraid because they walk around with headphones in. They're not paying attention. They playing games on their phone. This is why so many robberies and stuff too. This is why a lot of people get mugged, because a lot of people are not aware of their surroundings because of this technology device that I'm on right now. But anyway, y'all, I'm done with this thing. I want y'all to do me a very serious favor. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button, okay? Like I say all the time, ladies and gentlemen. That way you guys are the first to be everything notified. I can't be bought. I can't be replicated. I can't be duplicated. You will never find another content creator like me. Why? Because I am cut from a different cloth. And if you don't hit the like, share, subscribe button, me, yeah, you. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. That part right there, what you gonna do? Choice is on you. I can lead the horse to the water, but I cannot make you drink it. It's gonna purify me. It's on you. If you don't hit the like, share, subscribe button, my channel gonna take off just fine. Because Jesus Christ gonna put the right individuals in my circle. You know what I mean? Does knowing a black person affect my credit score? Okay. Anyway, you're talking nonsense. I'm about to go ahead and end this thing. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Blessings. I want you guys to bow your heads and close your eyes with me. Even the ignorant ass ones who get on here saying little silly stuff. Get on here and get the edge of the damn knowledge. Shut the hell up. Stop talking stupid. When I'm trying to talk about real stuff, you're talking about nonsense. You're arrogant. You're ignorant. Ignorant don't have to just be a black person, you dumbass. Just so you know, an ignorant person could be anybody who think they know something and don't. Yeah, and trying to talk like they know and don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Anyway, I want you to bow your heads, close your eyes with me. I'm done with this thing. I want y'all to bow your heads, close your eyes with me. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day today, Lord. This day that was not promised, but you let us see it anyhow. Lord, I wish that we would get back to the good old days, but I know those days are long gone. Those days of sitting out on the porch drinking your tea and mazel talking, the days of kids getting on their bikes riding over to their friend's house, those days are gone. You can't even have sleepovers no more. It's to the point now you can't even have sleepovers because you might get molested by the mama or the daddy, or the little brother or the little sister. Those are the times we're living in. Everybody needs to just stay to themselves. Stay to yourself, and that's that. Listen, y'all, I'm out here like last year. Cook, boom. Peace, I'm out. Bless. Peace.